Yeah, it's been a really good week. The guys have applied themselves just as they do, I think, every single week. It's one of the most professional and committed groups I've ever been around. So it's interesting to have the head coach hasn't been here, unfortunately, but the guys have just continued to work, stayed focused, and I think we're in a really good spot and ready for this game. Toronto's an excellent opponent. It's an interesting situation that you can have a team that's really one way for the first half of the season, then turns into a completely different team for the second half of the season. I think we have to say that if you judge their games over the last 4 or 5, it's one of the best in the league. Top signings, really dangerous opponent. But we think we're ready. We combat that with a group that's really together. We combat that with our home form, and we know that we're in a good spot for this game, and we expect a quality performance. Yeah, we've got Coco's coming back from injury situation. He's probably 50-50. We've got Breck that's been long-term out, but heading in a really positive direction. He was able to be on the bench for the last match. So we feel like we're in a pretty good situation with injuries right now. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously you get down to this point of the season and you're playing these teams multiple times that you're directly fighting with for playoff position. So we've done a lot of work. We'll continue to do a lot of work about making sure our players are prepared. It's a team, like I said, with the 2 wingers that they've signed, with the 9 that they rotate that's got good quality, with Michael Bradley in a single pivot position. About the real threats that they have, and so I think that our guys are well prepared for it. Yeah, I think of all the players around the league and all the players in our team, he would be one of the ones that I'd be least concerned about getting overly emotional. He's a cool customer, and he's been through many occasions and performances like this, so not a concern.
Does it emotion?
Yeah, of course. He's talked to us a little bit about the group, but as we all know, it's a much different team, right? I mean, just over the course of the time that he was there to now, it's 3, 4, 5 different players. Yeah, I think Bob is a visionary in our game, in our country. I think he has a really clear identification on how he wants his team to play. You can see that that's taken some time for them to get there, but you also saw him implementing that in the first half of the season, even though perhaps he didn't have what he wanted to for a group, as a complete group. And now they continue those same thoughts. It's very possession-based. It's very much attack-oriented. He's not a coach that wants to sit back and allow the opponents to dictate the game. So I think it's going to be a really nice match Saturday night.
Has it been a little?
No. No, I think that's one thing that probably stands in my corner a little bit, is I think I've been through this a few weeks in my time. So, and also there was the moment earlier in the season when we had the international break that Phil had to go back to England. So my second little stint here with the guys. Every hour. He is not one for under-communicating, so it's been really good. He's been on top of everything. He's been watching the training sessions. He understands what the organization of the sessions has been. He's been very communicative of what he wants. So really, for me, it's no different than if he was here, except that we have one less voice out on the pitch. Yes, yeah. Fully expected. He should be arriving this afternoon.